Good afternoon everyone, hope everyone's having a great weekend. It's Sunday afternoon here and we've got a beautiful spring day here in Queensland. Hope all your week has been good and positive for you. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about the third eye chakra or brow chakra, which is located here. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the health implications when it's blocked or overactive, underactive, that kind of stuff. We're also going to talk about some of the crystals that we can use, and as usual I'll show you what some of those look like. And again, if anyone's got any questions, please feel free to add them on the video, and I'll be happy to do my best to answer them. Okay, thanks a million. So with the third eye chakra, it's the seat of our intuition, our foresight, our connection to, I suppose, our spirituality, our desire, the divine, that kind of stuff. It's also linked to our pineal gland, which really regulates our sleep, our biorhythms of our body, so sleep, wake, all that kind of stuff. So then if it's out of balance, some of the health issues or implications we may experience could be things like insomnia, sleeplessness, irregular sleep patterns, that kind of thing. We can also have things like when people get stuck in a bit of a fantasy world, can't kind of really connect to reality. So some of those, I hate to use the term mental health issues, but it could relate to some of those. So things like depression, anxiety, all those kind of things can all relate to an imbalance in our third eye. I'm not just saying that that's the only reason. Obviously there's chemical reactions in the brain, there's medical reasons why people, and life experiences why people go through these and experience mental illness. But yeah, some of these can be, in the short term, can be some of the issues that we can experience through this. It can also stop us seeing the bigger picture, so that we kind of hone in on all those little nitty-gritty, I'm trying to put it in the right words, so it's all those little, when we get a bit anal about dotting every I, crossing every T, and forgetting the bigger picture, that's the kind of thing when our third eye is not active. It can also relate to when we get too intense about making sure that things are done the right way, not listening to our gut, following that, oh, this is a particular process to work through something, be it in work, home, life, whatever. But it can be those rigid thought patterns as opposed to that, okay, so my gut is saying this, but my learning is teaching me this, so what do you listen to? That's where we have those bits of self-doubt and those issues come up. So just to be aware that these are some of the things. So some of the things that third eye helps us with is inspiration, creativity, it's our connection to our wisdom, our connection to the divine, be it God, whatever you choose to call it, the universe, whatever. So it's that. And it also is an experiential thing, and I'm hoping I'm going to put this how I mean to say it. So when I say it's an experiential thing, with our third eye, it takes us out of the realm of what we see with these and having that bit more of a wider perception on other stuff that may be going on. So you often hear many people talk about, oh, there's a big energy shift, or this is going on, or I'm aware of this, or I feel this. That's your third eye. That's that connection to the bigger picture, the bigger energies, the bigger universe around us and how it can impact on us. So that's why it's really important. And as I say, it's connected to our pineal gland, the pituitary gland. They are all really important physical things we need to have that are healthy and working as they should do. So what can we do to help this? So believe it or not, probably the biggest thing we can do around third eye to keep it in balance is meditation. So just a simple deep breathing, taking that time out from our day, forget the craziness and just take time to reconnect. reconnect here with ourselves, with all our chakras, and just keep our feet back on the ground, and just taking that time to have that level of awareness. If we do that meditation with crystals, that can really focus that meditation to certain areas. So when you hear me talking about doing crystal layouts or using a crystal in a particular place, that's what we're doing. We're breathing, visualizing that energy of that crystal going to that chakra and then helping us to rebalance. So now the crystals. So probably one of the most common ones for the third eye, they tend to be what they call indigo purple color range. So that'll be the dark blue / purples and the purple colors. So they're beautiful stones. So this one needs no explanation. We're talking amethyst. So amethyst is very protective. It's very good for clarity of mind, very good for calming the mind. So when we've kind of got all that day-to-day chatter and we're trying to meditate, it can help us just calm all that down. So that's a good one. Another one is fluorite. So this is purple or rainbow fluorite. If you can get just purple, awesome, but rainbow will work as well. It stimulates and balances. So this one promotes our intuition and at the same time can kind of just help us link that intuition with our mental clarity. So it just keeps that fine balance going. So another favourite of mine would be lapis lazuli. So this is a nice piece. It's that beautiful blue. And again, lapis helps us connect with the higher truth. So it's again almost like a direct link to the divine. And that divine knowledge, wisdom, whatever we want to draw down. Another one is scapolite. So this is purple scapolite. Again, it's a really good mental connection stone, really good spiritual connection stone. And then one of the last ones is sodalite. So this is that beautiful blue with the white creamy colours going through it. And sodalite is another one that calms the mind, clears off any of that mental debris, that rubbish and crap that we carry in there, and it increases our intuitive abilities. Another one we can use also is black diopside. It's not one that you hear of very often. Most people are familiar with green or chrome diopside. These are small black ones. So like most of the black stones, they're very protective, but it's also got a link to our third eye, because especially when you get the star diopside, so when you hold them, they look, when you see the shine, it looks like a little star on the front. That is also our connection to our celestial, that bigger picture that I was talking about. So that's pretty much most of the third eye stuff. As I say, some of the fifth, so if you're, just to kind of recap, if you're experiencing constant headaches, constant chatter in the mind, all that kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10 it's an imbalance in your third eye, and the crystals we can use are the ones we've just discussed. So that's pretty much it on that. So I just want to kind of talk a little bit, because we've got the equinox. I think it's 5 o'clock this evening for us. It starts in the southern hemisphere here, and in the northern hemisphere you've got the autumn equinox. So it's a kind of darkening time in the north and lightening time for us here in the south. So we've just come into spring, so it's all about the light growing, getting longer, the days getting longer, the nights getting shorter. And it's all about us, kind of, as you know, I'm pagan, so with pagan, anyone that's pagan knows about the universal balance. It's all about light, shade, male, female, yin, yang, keeping that balance. So we are at the peak point of balance today, and that's equal night, equal day. And it's just around new beginnings, new life, all that kind of stuff. It was interesting. I just want to share something. Since I moved to Australia 3.5 years ago, I've not been able to really connect to the seasons, because obviously for me it's topsy-turvy. When it's summer here, it's winter back home for me. And it's taken me a good 3 years to kind of get my head around it. My hubby and I were driving recently, and I'd had an amazing session with two beautiful young ladies, doing some work with them. We went for a drive, and it was just almost like, for the first time since I arrived here, I felt the spring. I could actually feel it in my joints, in my cells. Everything seemed so vibrant and bright and lively. The birds were just, it was a cacophony of bird song. Lorikeets were going mad. It was almost like you could just, every part of my being could smell, taste, touch, feel, hear spring moving, the wheel turning, and it was just so exciting. I felt so much gratitude for finally being able to feel where my new home is now. And I got quite emotional, I'll be honest, and I'm getting quite emotional now just retelling. But just to reconnect, finally feel that reconnection to Gaia, to the earth, to nature, was just, as I say, very much gratitude, much gratitude. So I'm going to finish there before I really embarrass myself and get very emotional. And I would just wish everyone so much love, many blessings. Enjoy the equinox, and if you're coming into a time of light, may the light constantly bring you all you need and show you what you need to heal within yourself. If you're coming into a time of darkness up in the northern hemisphere, may the darkness allow you time to regenerate, heal, reflect, and just take some time out for yourselves. Much love, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.